Hey guys, Vanessa here. So Mother's Day is right around the corner, and why not make it extra special with this completely customized envelope made on the Cricut Maker with just a few tools. There are no skills required, and this project is perfect for beginners. So let's get started. Alright, so first let's open up our Photoshop. We're going to do a Create New and set up our pixels into inches. And I'm personally using a 5x7 card, so you're just going to input whatever size you're using and try to keep the resolution at 300, and we're going to create that. So now we have our blank canvas. So I already pre-made my design for you guys, and the flowers are from Shutterstock. They're just vector files, and basically what I do is that I splice everything up into my PSD. My flowers are going to be one color on the Cricut, and the text is going to be another. So I make sure that I save those as PNGs so the Cricut can recognize that and it'll work smoothly. Alright, we made it to our Cricut canvas. Here I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to upload. I don't think you guys need to know how to do this, but I just want to make sure that you know that when you're going through, there is this section here that says print or cut. Don't stress about that, just upload it, and when we get in there, we can tell it what we want it to do. Alright, so we made it into the canvas, and basically what we're going to do now is tell the Cricut that we want to draw these and not cut them. So up here there's like all the different types of things that you can do with it, but for this instance we're drawing, so it's going to turn everything into an outline form. The Cricut does not fill in, that's the only sad part, but don't worry, we'll fill it in ourselves later. So here I'm unlocking a square and basically putting my 5x7 envelope onto the canvas just so I can have an idea of what my design is going to look like once it's actually getting crafted. I'm going to change this into a light gray just so it's better on my eyes. And let's just start moving our stuff onto it. Let's just send this square to the back. Perfect. And now I'm just going to resize everything and make sure that it's visually going to look aesthetic. When you get your sizing corrected, my tip is always remember where you're placing them. For example, I got it from my mama is on 3 inches going down and 1 inches going across. Keep that in mind, so when you throw it onto the next part, it's gonna write it exactly where it needs to be. You'll see what I mean now. Alright, let's make this bad boy. Remember where you placed everything, and let's go to the mat. So the Cricut automatically throws everything into the top left corner. So as long as you can just click and drag wherever your artwork was supposed to be based off of the inches on the last screen, you're fine. I always recommend to use medium cardstock for envelopes just because the paper is double-lined. Alright, so you're putting in your envelopes, you're attaching your colored pen of choice, and your Cricut is doing its thing. And voila, your artwork is complete. It has been drawn out, and now we are just gonna fill in all of the outlines. This green pad can be extremely sticky, so please be careful when you're removing the envelope. You don't want anything to rip, so be Be very careful and feel free to bend the pad as much as you want. Those things are indestructible. All right, so we have our completed envelope, but we need to fill it in. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the same colors and start to fill in the outlines and the corners, and as well as add some shading for personal touch. The stem design, I decided to add it myself and not have the Cricut draw it out. Reason being is, I thought that the style of a stem should be a little bit more loose and free. So I'm gonna go ahead and create that myself and add little details and shading just to make it that much more special. As I continue to customize my envelope, I'm just adding a little bit more touches that will make it that much more special. Just adding a little bit of yellow for the pollen in the middle of the flowers and some very delicate shading to each of the petals. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy that I was able to share with you my step-by-step guide for making a custom envelope with the Cricut Maker. I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day, and I'll see you on the internet. Don't forget to tag me if you create this at @BA_style. Bye.